And we're going to be starting our historic off here with some Yarok Field, which is built around Yarok. So if a permanent enters the battlefield, causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, triggers it twice, which is really good with all these cards that trigger. Cavalier of Thorns lets you look at lands. These let you get lands. These gain you life. Less good with our Boreal Grazer, but still could be. But the main thing here is our Field of Dead. If we control 7 or more lands with different names, we get to create a 2/2 zombie. This plus Yarok means every land we make, or every land we play past land 7 makes 2 zombies. Everything else is ramp, and a little bit of removal in the main deck. Sideboard, Sustainful Strokes for big decks, Agonizing Revolt for control, Cast Down for a little more removal, Assassin Trophy is kind of a catch-all, Murderous Rider for Planeswalker and creature decks, Ashiok for Lurrus decks, and Unmoored Ego for any deck that's a combo. Let's go ahead and hop into a traditional historic event and see how we do. Little kitten looks very aggressive. I don't know what this card is called, but I know this card is about the mom dying and the kitten coming to get revenge. I'd love to be on the play. Thank you for asking. This is a pretty easy one, I think. Pretty slow. Against Lurrus, I think we keep this, put back Maelstrom Pulse. Put back a Maelstrom Pulse and we'll lead with the Temple. Yeah, Grazer is ramp. If we draw another land, we'll have 4 mana on turn 3, so that's always good. This, put our Field of Ruin into play. And next turn we have 2 looks at a land with our draw and our Risen Reef. Looks like some sort of cycling deck. Ooh. This 0/3 block is great for a little bit. We'll start with a Risen Reef, see what we get. Would love to let me play tapped. Scry, that to the bottom. And play that tapped. No attacks, pass turn. So, Jeskai Aggro, which is a deck I think Jeff Uglin's been working on a bunch. Super easy block. We don't care if Grazer dies, he's done his job. Yep. So, our Boreal Grazer ramped us and gained us at least 4 life, which is good. We would love for our opponent to do something like play 2nd 10th District. They don't. Alright. Well, now we'll just Yarok. Get 2 triggers off our Risen. Disfigure is pretty dead at this point. Hoping to hit a land. Yes. That one's tapped. Do they play flashy cards? I don't think they do. We're not blocking with this Risen Reef, so we'll attack. Yep. Get him for 1. Now we get to hang out. This time we will not block. There are like 6 trillion cards they could have that punish us for blocking here. Yep, that does Defiant Strike. Knock us for 5. Scry the top and draw whatever they scried. And just take 5. Take 5's not bad. We're really hoping to just cast another 10th District Legionary. Just Lurrus. Okay. So we're going to kill Lurrus. We're going to Risen Reef with 4 triggers. Cool. And now we just get to start running our opponent over. Yep, and our opponent agrees they are pretty dead here. Can't hear you, the game sounds are loud. Got it. Nope, wrong button. We're gonna bring in removal and removal. And this figure seems kind of slow. Like it's removal, but unless we have it on the exact turn they cast it, it's not the best removal. And then we'll just cut a Risen Reef because he's kind of slow and clunky. How does this sound now, Logan? Is it all, my voice better over the sound? Game sounds quieter now. This hand's pretty easy mulligan. This hand's not great, but fine. We'll put back probably just a second field for now. Gain a life. Now we are winning the game. We have more life than our opponent, and that's how you win Magic, right? Yep, we get smacked for 2. Now we're gonna play 2 tap lands. Put it a Field of Dead, put it a Temple, Scry. Risen Reef sounds great. See what opponent wants to do here. Dorax. Is it legendary? No, it's not. Alright. Cast down, kills it quite dead. We're gonna block the Dorak. Kind of force them to use a pump spell if they want to get through damage with it, or kill my Arboreal Grazer. Currently their clock's not super fast though. Yeah, we're just taking 2. We'll go ahead and rejuvenate her. Hit here. We'll just put an Overgrown 2 minute play tapped. We'll do this, activate it for auto pass value. And we will wait for our opponent to do something. Fight us one. That's pretty brutal. Yeah. Fight of one is a very good Magic card. Grab another green source so we can cast Cavaliers of Thorns that we might draw. Now we have 2 very good chump blocks this turn, so odds of us staying at 17 for white high. We throw you here, and you here. Yep, and then Fine Strike to get through our Arboreal Grazer. I don't think there's any like cheap trample spells though, so we get to hang out here at 17. We will Yarok. Field of Dead, so we have 5 lands currently. Risen Reef's gonna get 2 triggers next turn though. So it'll be pretty good. Another 10th District Legionnaire, yeah. But pretty free block here. I don't think there's anything that they can do to give it +3. They can fight as one to give it indestructible so it doesn't die, but God's will, sure. So we're gonna take 7 here. Not gain any life. going to Risen Reef. Hopefully hit a land off our 2 triggers. That's not a land. That's not a land. So now we got choices. I think we'll move Rejuvenator. Take a breeding pool tap to get it. Take a castle. Get all sorts of zombies. Now we're gonna temple, get all sorts more zombies. Put a land to the bottom, and then we have Maelstrom Pulse for these 2. Put you to the bottom too. Maelstrom Pulse for these 2. Attack, gain 3 life. And hope we're not dead? If we aren't dead this turn, then yeah. Pretty easy game here. Alright, 1-0. Let's see how we do. Love to be able to play. Playing against Karuga, so probably a Fires deck. This figure's pretty bad against Fires, but the hand overall is not horrible. Nowhere near casting Cavalier of Thorns, but not horrible. Then we have Maelstrom Pulse for Fires, so that's the worst card to draw in our deck. Really want to just cut all these immediately, but can't, so we won't. Keep playing tap lands. See what our opponent wants to do here. Our set, sure, we will cycle this in response. Here's a dead's not a bad draw, but we are super far off from casting this guy. Yep. We will Maelstrom Pulse, take care of you.
My mind
play a
needs
tap
a
land
rest.
and pass turn. Probably have the Fires here. Yep, there's Fires. Didn't have a follow-up, which is good. Next turn we can Field of Ruin, get rid of one of their lands, and make 2 zombies off it. Probably get another. If we get another forest, we don't make 2 zombies. We only make 1. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's a hero.
I won't hide from the world any longer. Hurry!
Getting pretty buried here. Sure, they shatter me. Prison Reach dead. Maelstrom Pulse. Not the worst draw in the deck. We'll get rid of this berry. We're gonna Field of Ruin and go get a forest, so we can cast this Cavalier of Thorns. Next turn. Pop the forest. We don't get another zombie for it, but I think casting Cavalier is worth it. We're sacrificing 2 points of damage next turn for a pretty potentially explosive turn next turn. Oh, good. I'm speaking now. Can you hear me speak? Yeah, we did. Get all these out the deck. And get those out. Oh man, we got 3 whole viewers watching right now. This is great. Yes, excuse the roommates loudly yelling behind me. They live here too, I can't do much about it. This hand's keep. A little awkward because we can't Uro currently, but we're gonna try. We're going to Grazer, put the Jungle Hollow in tapped to gain a life. Now we are winning. Last game we won when we had 21 life, so clearly busted. We'll go get the island. Awkward because we don't get to turn 2 Uro, but nope, not what I want to do. Nope, not what I want to do. No attacks. Yep, I think we are going to actually cycle this. Hey look, the blue source. Now we Uro, draw our cards, play our lands. Don't think we need that right now. Play the Field of Ruin. No attacks. Pass turn. And let's see how we do. We can't cast that, which is super awkward. Looking to top deck the green source next turn. Untapped green source, of course, so that we can slam this with double your Yarok activation, or double Yarok triggering it. Would be quite lit. If we miss, we'll probably pulse kill this. Our opponent does not have a payoff. So we will now pulse this. Play this Field of the Dead. Attack for 3. So now any land next turn lets us Nexus of Fate, which is Explore plus 3 damage. Explore plus Lightning Bolt. Plus maybe 2 zombies. So, you know, a 2/2 that draws a card and does 3 damage. Not the worst. Opponent Krug is for 0 value. So, gain some life, make some zombies. We will take care of their castle now. Making more zombies, gaining more life. And pretty solidly ahead at this point. Next turn we... Well, depending on what they do, we might Nexus, we might Cavalier. Opponent's taking their extra turns, yep. see how many turns our opponent gets to take here. The answer is too many. They're not accomplishing much by their turns, though. They're just kind of drawing a card and playing a land, so they're not getting to attack at all. Okay. That's pretty good. Now we are going to cast Cavalier of Thorns here. We'll cab before we play our land in case we have into the Field of Dead, which we don't. Unfortunate that we don't have any, or we didn't have double green there. Let us see how we do here. Flareon does not take care of Cavalier of Thorns. Yep, so they have successfully killed my 1/1, or my 2/2. We're gonna make another 2/2, and now I get to take the extra turn opponent. How does that make you feel? Now let's draw more cards. That's pretty dead. Don't need that. Grazer, Field, Tranquil Thicket. Alright. Draw a card, gain 3 life. Wow, we've gained so much life this game. The Maelstrom Pulse on their fires was pretty huge this game. They need... Okay, so they have another Wrath. Shucks. Yeah, let's just Cavalier, get back Cavalier. That sounds pretty good. And now we have a Disdainful Stroke to hold up afterwards. We will get the Fabled Passage. Do we still have basics left in our deck? No basics there. No basics there. So yeah, we should still have a basic left in our deck. Update. Apparently I'm bad at counting. But we can Uro and leave up Disdainful Stroke, which is great. And we can just exile 5 lands. I like exiling 5 lands. So now our opponent needs 2 answers. We have Disdainful Stroke for their Wrath. Yep, they get to cycle their land. And they're dead. I think I like how we boarded. We'll just run it back here. Bribeleg. Ba-da-ba. Okay, so no green mana means this is a pretty easy mulligan. If any of these lands had been green, this hand would have been a snap keep. Mulligan. This is fine. We'll put back one of the Maelstrom Pulses. We'll lean on the Sandbar. Then we will swap Agonizing Remorse them. Take a quick peek-see at their hand. What you got there, opponent? We'll take that. Yep, next turn we will Woodland Cemetery, Risen Reef. Woodland Cemetery into Risen Reef. Hopefully hit a land. Yep, we hit the land. Scry. You know, Grazer actually isn't the worst here because we have 3 more lands in our hand. So now we get to Grazer, put Breeding Pool into play. put Hinterland Harbor into play. Actually, we'll put the Field of Ruin into play just in case they play a. I should have attacked for 1 there. That was foolish of me. Quite foolish. So we'll see what our opponent decides to do. Oh, it's a fairy. Yep. Probably ticking him up.
Trust me.
But we have the Maelstrom Pulse to answer
Keep
it.
up the pace.
So, not looking too bad. There are definitely worse cards for them to play here. We would really like to draw spells. We'll see how well that turns out. Attack for 1. Have we drawn us? We've drawn 1 spell this game, and it was Grazer. Basically just a land. You'll notice we've been not playing Fabled Passage because if we draw Field of Ruin, this is 2 activations off of it, so. They're gonna shatter us? Yep. We've shattered. Really need to draw some non-lands. That's a pretty good one. We'll take that, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna start kind of just taking this up to 5 because 5s are their good zone. They're gonna shatter us again. Oh, they're gonna fairy. Are they gonna bounce? 'Cause bouncing seems like a horrible idea.
Slow this down.
They are gonna bounce. We are gonna put a counter on here just to use our mana.
I'll protect you.
Cavalier has most certainly been bounced, opponent. Plays a tap land, sure. We will Cavalier of Thorns again. They have a counterspell for him? Nope. Alright. There's Field of the Dead. Making a 2/2. So now we're going to Fabled Passage. With Fabled Passage, they can't Wrath us and keep their Teferi alive. Sure, they could cycle their Triome. Well, I guess they can just Wrath us on our turn. It's a bit unfortunate. We'll see what they decide to do. They are 1 mana short of Wrath plus Oath of Teferi. Yep.
I've got time.
Sure.
I train
We
every day.
might.
No one is more prepared than me. I have just the trick for
We're
this.
gonna let them Wrath us. Karn's Temporal Sundering. Yep, that's problematic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't cast this turn. Now unless they have they played a land this turn? I don't remember. That's pretty good. I forgot about their companion to draw 3 here. Or draw 2, I'm sorry. So we're going to send our 2 zombies here. We'll send our Cavalier at Nissa. Really? That's an interesting block. Now both of their cards are
I
gone.
must train harder.
Now we Uro. Get to draw a card. Put that into play. They do get to keep Karuga here, so they can Karn's Temporal Sundering, pick it up, or bounce one of my zombies, I guess. Up to them. They can also oath it to fairy. They can oath. They can oath blink Karuga and then shatter us, which is interesting. Keeps their Karuga alive. They draw a card off that line, and they get to shatter me. Nope, they're just gonna shatter this guy. Interesting line. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna pick up this Unmoored Ego. And we are going to take their Nexuses. They're going to take their Nexi away. Sure, Teferi resolves. We're going to keep coming to this guy up to 5 here. So we do get to make another zombie, which is kind of why we head on to this Field of Ruin. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can pump it up to 5. Nice.
Let's skip to the good part.
So now we don't have to worry about their Teferi. We just shuffled away the card that we put on top of our library. We are not a smart man. Didn't matter. We're gonna Cavalier in case we get a... Alright, so we did miss a zombie here. If we hit a Field of Dead, we would have gotten more zombies doing this. But we didn't hit a Field of Dead, so... on our opponent's upkeep, we are going to blast this Blast Zone so they can't Karn's Temporal Sundering us. We're going to lose our Cavalier of Thorns, but not a huge deal. We won't do that. Why? And yeah, now it's our opponent's turn. So we have a bunch of zombies that our opponent needs to clear away. We have a Nexus on top of our deck. Depending on what our opponent can pull out here, we're looking pretty good. We'll see what they manage to pull out here. They have lots of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So if they have 3 drops of fairy or just a Nexus of Fate, huh? Okay. That resolves. Your Explorer resolves, sir. Now they have enough mana to Teferi plus Karn's Temporal Sundering or whatever 5-drop Planeswalker they want. Oath of Teferi. Does that count for this? Well, I don't know if it counts for that. We're gonna find out. Don't think it does. I think our opponent's realizing that as well. Yep, so their Oath of Teferi, you know, untaps a land. Really impressive. We are going to Nexus of Fate. Smack our opponent, and they scoop it up. Nice. And we move up to 2-0. Alright, round 3 here. Pretty quick matches so far. We are playing Land Go. So if this guy's not playing a Land Go control deck, I'm going to be very disappointed. He's playing Luris. I've been lied to and deceived. Easy mulligan. If we draw a land, this hand is good. So we're going to keep it. Gonna put that tapped. And draw a land deck. Some sort of Jeskai. Awesome, we drew the land. And this blocks perfectly well. Put that into play. Play an island. Next turn we get to Uro. Hopefully just ripping lands off the top over and over again. Grazer having reach randomly is always great. Tenth District Legionnaire, sure. We'll block here. We will cast Rejuvenator. There's another blocker. Get the Scry land. Leave that on top. And pass turn. So another Jeskai aggro list. But this turn we get to block 10th District Legionnaire with our 1/1. My roommate is fat enough that he hears or feels his bat jiggle. Or fat jiggle. Oh, that's unfortunate. Reckless Rage. Why would you do that, opponent? We are blocking the crap out of this 10th District Legionnaire. Super easy block. Don't want them drawing cards. Now we're going to do this into Yarok. This time we won't block. Probably have like a God's Willing or something though. We'll see. We will see what they cast. We're going to take 5 here. I'd very much like my Yarok to survive so I can Uro twice. Opponent casts Luris. Has nothing to get back with Luris currently. We feel the dead. Now we're gonna Uro twice. Lot of triggers. Lot of triggers. Lot of triggers. That's why I love this deck so much, chat. Just so many triggers. How much? Okay, so we're gonna play this Grazer out to die. But also jump back Siren Stormtamer. No attacks. And now lands are great draws, and spells are great draws, and we get to draw extra cards with our Arch. So things are looking pretty good for us. Okay, that's less good for us, but they can't give protection from all of our creatures. They have to pick black, and then Grazer just jumps in front of them. And yeah, we're just gonna throw the Grazer in front of them, especially with this Life's Bounty out here. Goodbye, sir. Grazer, you did a great job. We still need 2 cards in our graveyard to escape Uro. Dorat's a bit problematic. See, now we're in a bit of a pickle. So you can just Life's Bounty to give this protection from black. And then play Life's Bounty every turn until we're dead. Maelstrom Pulse does not do a whole lot. They've kind of got a bit of a lot going here. I think the play here is just draw a card. Make lots of zombies, and then start trying to beat down with our zombies. Really? Oh, yeah, sure, that makes a lot of sense. So now they gain 3 life, and I do 6. So we did more damage than they gained. They get to recast the Lives Bounty. And things are not looking amazing, but they're not looking... okay, they're not looking great anymore. They're looking significantly less great. That gives lifelink, doesn't it? Oh yeah, we're definitely dead now. Oh yeah, we're very dead. Bring in all the removal. Rizmaris, I guess, technically better. I think I'd rather a one rejuvenator. I don't think it matters that much which one of we keep in, but basically we want it to be removal.deck. And we're going to leave Grazer in because Grazer blocks pretty well in the early game. Keeps his 2/2s and 1/1s at bay until they get too big, which is what we want. Like to be on the play. Like to mulligan this hand. And we'll keep this. Yeah, we'll keep this. Blast Zone's probably insane. I think we throw back the Tranquil Thicket. Do we? Yes. And we play this tapped, and then play this untapped. Well, depending on what they do. Yep. So we'll feel the dead tapped. Now they probably play some sort of 2-drop into us, and we Maelstrom Pulse it. Yep, there's a 10th district. Kill it before they have a chance to save it. Dorat, sure. Huh. I think we're gonna try and Assassin Trophy this, probably get punished, but we're gonna have to try it. Just works. Okay, what is their hand? Next turn they probably land Luris, play one of their 2-drops back out. We would like to find a Blackosaurus. Yep, so land, Luris, play a 2-drop. Well, we find the Black Source. We get to kill Luris. Opponents are, or my, oh. Yep, these are problematic magic cards. We are taking quite the beating here, and good chance we're dead next turn. I don't know what we can do to stop it. Because I think our play here is Blast Zone, pump Blast Zone up to 2, and just hope we're not dead. Let's see if we're dead. They need a single spell to kill us here. Don't have the single spell they need to kill us? Question mark? 2 confirm more than... We will go ahead and do this. And we can play a 2/3 lifelinker. We will play a land, make a 2/2. Sacrifice this guy, getting rid of the 10th district. And we're dead. Alright. We didn't have outs there, so we just had to hope they didn't have it, and they had it, so, you know. It is cool. We are 2-1 now, going against Everest. Still disappointed our opponent didn't play land go control. He was a liar. Like to be on the play. This hand's fine. I'm looking for an untapped land. That's not an untapped land we want. Well, now we're sad. We're about to get smashed. We're about to get smashed for a lot, aren't we? It's about to hurt. Okay, not as bad as I thought it'd be. Untap lands mean I think we just kind of ignore our opponent here. Hey, look, gain a life. Look at that. Undid their attack from last turn. We'll make this block here. Ember Cleave. Oof. Yeah. There's only 3 to equip that, yep, so. Wow, we don't have a... Okay, so now we will get rid of this, make them spend their 3 mana to equip it. And they will deal a lot of damage to us, but... we might be able to make it out of this alive. That's gonna kill us. That's gonna kill us real good. We'll grab this Field of the Dead, make another 2/2. This is probably the worst matchup for the deck. They're gonna eat our Uro here. Yep, bye Uro, you did your thing. Not really, but you tried. They're gonna clip this to Clothis, and we're just dead here. Yeah, we're just dead. Unfortunate, but fair. We're bringing the cast downs, we'll bring the murderous riders. We will go down. The Risen Reefs don't seem to do great here. And we will see how we do. Would like to be on the play. Would like to mulligan this hand. This hand is not good, but we will put status on the stack if we keep it. Scry 1. Don't need that. Like to draw like a disfigure or something would be neat. We would like to scry 1. That's slow, but I think keepable. How many burning trees do you have? Oh, just a Serta. Okay. We will do this and just kind of go get a swamp for auto pass value. Yes, that's a lot of damage. I don't even think Flex Tape can fix this. We're gonna try and Flex Tape fix this, but we're probably gonna get Questing Beasted next turn. And then we are in quite the pickle. Oh, just close this. Well, we only have 1 card in our graveyard. This is my 3/5 lifelinker. It looks like a Demigorgon. Honestly, might just be playing a 2/3 here. Yep, Burning Tree. It's a free magic card. think our plan here is just to play a 2/3 life linker. Fast turn. Next turn we get to start making all sorts of good stuff. With Field of Dead. Now we're gonna Nexus of Fate. No point in attacking while Clothis is a creature. Okay, so now we can turn Clothis off by killing you. Sure, it makes you bigger. But now we do get to do this. So, gain 5 back up to 10. We're gonna cast Cavalier of Thorns because it's a card in our graveyard anyways. And opponent scoops it up. Nice. I don't think we really want to change how we do it. Yeah, this hand gains lots of life. By lots I mean 2. But it has an 0/3 blocker. Okay, now this hand's great. Boop. Now we get to gain a life off of that, go up to 21, we'll go down to 19, play Uro, block the crap out of this Pelt Collector. Burning Tree or... block. You're gonna stop me? Dom Example, sure. Now we're gonna Uro. Put this Jungle Hall into play tapped, gain another life. So our opponent's gonna hit us down to 21 here, or something. Zerta, sure. Are they gonna make it a 3/3? Yeah, they are. Makes sense. I think we're gonna Uro and hope to hit the untap land to cast down. And we do. Now we're going to cast down this Pelt Collector. And next turn we get to Yarok. Oh, we still have a land drop. Nice. So if we draw a land next turn with Yarok and start making zombies, we might be putting this game away. We'll cast an 0/3 blocker because it's an 0/3 blocker. Here's Euro. Our opponents might have stumbled just long enough for us to take this game over. Sure, they have a Domri.
Ooh, you must be mad to tussle with. I bow to no one.
Now we're gonna rejuvenate or just go wild. Lots of scry value. Hey look, another Field of Dead. I would love to keep another Field of Dead right on top of our deck for Rejuvenator to grab. We will blast Domri for 3 here.
Oh, what? Can't finish your job?
And now the only card we're really worried about is Questing Beast.
Life.
Questing Beast gets us pretty
Explains
good.
a lot, actually.
Yep, there's the Questerson. We can't block him, so we'll take 5. We'll just Nexus of Fate. We're gonna send 3 zombies here. And 3 zombies at your face. Plus, I guess we'll send the Rejuvenator at your face too. Interesting blocks. Sure. But they just gave Earl the fuel he needs to come back.
I'll be back after I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
Now we get to Rejuvenator again. With lots more zombies. Zombie. 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 Grab the temple. Don't need... Oh, and our opponent scoops it up. Nice. These creature Dutch matchups are pretty good for this deck. Three and one. Let's see if we can go for that 4-1 here. Oh, we didn't win the die roll. Obviously the worst Magic player here. Pretty easy mulligan. This hand's alright. We will put back the Nexus. See what our opponent's playing. No idea what our opponent's playing. Zero clue what our opponent's doing over there, but I'm intrigued. Show me. This isn't the worst card for that Tezzerator list I've been working on. Sure, search for his Kanta. We'll just play this Breeding Pool tap, fast turn. Next turn we get to Rejuvenator. Teferi. Feels like, oh, Mind Stone. An Emery, okay. Flood of Tears. Oh, golly. Well, I know what our opponent's doing. I have, in fact, figured it out. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control... Sure. So they can land Flood of Tears, put Omniscience into play, and then we're probably just dead. Not what they're doing. Alright. Big fan of that not being what they're doing. If I had a guess they're missing land... Oh, they didn't even attack. Interesting. Well, we're gonna keep doing our thing. Put that into play tapped. Put that into play tapped. No attacks. Pass the turn. So now our opponent's missing a permanent for Flood of Tears, and a lot of mana. They can't just Witching Well here. Another Mind Stone, sure. And a Witching Well, yep. They seem to be not hitting their land drops. So odds of us just destroying their Mind Stones, pretty good. Glass Casket, okay. So we're going to kill Emery. Kill Mind Stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quick jab on the cheek there. So Search does turn into a land, so they get their 4th land, but we did just basically Stone Rain them twice. So they don't have 6 mana this turn. So good for us. They had another Emery. Didn't matter. Got it. Another Search, sure. Alright, Uro's a pretty great draw. Big fan of Uro's. One blue land off from that. Alright, but no attacks. Pass turn. We do get to scry at their end step with our castles. opponent's going to Witching Well again, sure. So our opponent's deck is like super value-y, but we're just gonna do this now. Oh, no we're not. We don't know what they could be doing here. If they're going to... I don't know what they're gonna do, but they could do something wild here. They put a lot of cards to the bottom of this game. Yep, there's the Teferi.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Who's he gonna bounce? Just a zombie. Sure. Now we're gonna scry too. Well, we'll keep disfigured.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Now we disfigure Emery. Play this tapped. Hit Tef for 1. Hit them for 4.
I really should have seen that coming.
Then we're gonna scry again on their end step. Scrying is fun. Still need 2 cards to escape Uro. Where did I put Lonely Sandbar at the bottom? Do I have Scry land out? I do. Okay. Actually, we're just gonna draw a card. Why would we scry when we can draw cards? Drawing cards is busted, chat. Draw a card. These are things we can just do. Oh, that's not a card we wanted to draw. That's okay. Now we're gonna bop on the nose for just a little bit. Just a little bit of damage. And, oh, hold on. I got ahead of myself. I would like to cast Yarok. So opponent needs something now. Oh. If opponent has a Wrath or something to get rid of it, we can Uro again. So, in a pretty good spot here. My roommates are making reverse bleach t-shirts in the other room and rocking out some little dicky. Hey look, we get a trigger. Well, our opponent's done their thing. We will see what they do now. They have an Omniscience in play. Yep. I'd be quite surprised if our opponent had cards left in their hand at the end of this. Yep, opponent's definitely taking their time playing out their cards. Triple Yarok, huh? We'll take another Field of Dead, because making just nasty amounts of zombies is great. We'll take that, sure. And pass turn. Alright, now we're just kind of constantly putting our opponent to the test, making him answer what we cast. So they can have Wraths or any number of things here. And they also do get Looks with Search, or with Azcanta. Because they don't need their mana anymore. Fae of Wishes, sure. What are you going to get with your Fae of Wishes? Are we just dead? Yeah. What is our opponent going to do here? Consider me intrigued, opponent. What do you got? Ah, okay. They get to draw 7 cards. Oh, So we're just dead here then. But our opponent looks like they're having a lot of fun, so we're gonna let them do their thing. Opponent's having fun, we're letting them have fun. Yep, our opponent's having the time of their life. We're just letting them do their thing. Like, we're super dead, but you know, I understand, opponent. I understand. Sometimes you just really want to kill your opponent a bunch. You get to do your thing and it's fun. And we're very dead. Oh, didn't get the last one to go off. Alright. So bring those in. Bring these out. Actually, that's also probably not the worst here. Something like that. Ashiok's hold their Emeries at bay, their search for his Kantos. I don't hate it. Opponent's deck is quite cute. Like to be on the play. Easy mulligan. I mean, I think we mulligan this too. I guess we keep this. We'll put back these two. Okay, that's a good draw. I think we bottom that. There's so many lands in this deck, I'm sure we'll draw more. He says we're drawing no more lands, but we need no more spells. What's Agonizing Remorse? And then play a tap land. We'll take Tef.
That didn't go according to plan.
Yep, they get Mind Stone, they get to hold up their Aether Gust, which isn't going to matter here because we are going to Ashiok them. I think we're going to try and target, we're going to target ourselves looking for like an Uro or something.
Behold, my epilogue of
Work out. You're supposed to draw an Uro, Ashiok. I thought you always drew Uros. Opponent just casting Fae of Wishes. Sure. Holding up that Aether Gust. Now we're gonna start targeting our opponent. We can't afford to mill ourselves like we are.
I leave you with one last.
Well, let them use their Aether Gust. And we'll just pass turn. Sure.
Sorry I'm late.
We are
No,
very much
I
just
am
going
not
to
making this
Maelstrom
up as
Pulse
I
that
go.
Fairy. I want you to go away, sir.
I
Please.
suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
And yeah, just kind of keep on hitting our opponent here.
Only time will tell. This is hardly my worst defeat.
We're going to do this for the auto pass value because I don't think it matters. We're just going to beat a forest. Boop. And pass turn. So another Fae Wishes can kill Ashiok, but you know, she did a good job. Their graveyard's empty, so like an Emery or something like that off top wouldn't be as detrimental.
To digest.
Casting granted. Sure, what are you getting with your granted? They got Mystical Dispute. Sure. I'm gonna cast a card that doesn't get disputed. Okay, opponent, does that sound good? I'm then going to get this. Going to do this. Do this. And do this. Sound good, opponent? No, sounds great. Now I get to start drawing cards and pressuring our opponent. They can time wipe, pick up their Fave Wishes. But, you know. Glass casket, huh? Sure. I have been casketed in the glass. We're gonna Risen Reef. You want to dispute this opponent? Yeah, that dispute was probably not the best card for our opponent to get, but would we rather make a zombie or draw a card? We need to pressure our opponent. So now I get to take one here. Or take two if they want to block. Yeah, they can block Rejuvenator. That's no big deal. So now we're just hanging out. Wouldn't be surprised to see our opponent play out the second. Yep, there it is. Now if they get one more permanent, they get to... Let's do this. Scry 2, or Scry 1. I don't have a Yarok out. Sadness. I don't think we want that. We're looking for something more high impact. Draw a card. Sure. There's no point to not attacking. They might misclick, I guess, but you know, they're 1/4s. Oh, there's gonna. Sure. I'm okay with this trade, opponent. I have many more zombies where that came from. This field has many dead in it. Look how fancy it is. Look at those dead crawling out of the ground. How many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so our opponent's just one land away from casting Omniscience, which is terrifying. We are drawing nothing but land and making zombies. And we have just not done a very good job of aggroing our opponent out here. Yep. So we just get to keep hitting our opponent for 2. Drawing lands, passing. Drawing lands, passing. They get to cast Omniscience. But they don't cast Omniscience. Interesting choice, opponent. Very confused by it, not gonna lie. But, you know, you do you. We're gonna pick up a Field of Dead. Do this. We wouldn't be surprised for our opponent to discard 2 of their cards. Well, they're gonna probably discard 2. Pick their Fave Wishes up. Oh, now you don't want to take any more damage. Sure, opponent. Sure. Don't know if there's anything we can cast when we do this. Agonizing Remorse. Yep, didn't find the Agonizing Remorse, so we'll pass. Yep, now our opponent casts the Omniscience. Sure. They're gonna time wipe? Yep, time wipe. We're gonna cycle this land. Drawing another land. That's how we love to do it, chat. So they get the Fave Wishes. I don't know what they're gonna pick up. We will see. What would you like to get, opponent? Get... Yeah. Good chance we're just dead here. But good chance we're not. Yeah, you have 2 Omniscience, opponent. making my Maelstrom Pulse all the better. Sure. So, looking for Maelstrom Pulse, which we have 2 in the deck. Our opponent's just emptying their hand here. Yep. Little Uro. Yep, draw a card. Put a Woven Cemetery into play. One, two, three, four, 5. So we definitely do this. Boop. Get the land. Land? Okay. So still just looking for Maelstrom Pulse. Probably dead if we don't find it, because I get to pick back up their Fae of Wishes. Well, we definitely aren't getting this up to, what is this, 10? So... yeah, I guess we do this to tap out, because we're not doing anything anyways. Good game. Opponent, that's quite rude of you, sir. You only have 3 cards in hand. I don't know how you're gonna kill me. Maybe they'll accidentally kill themselves. Drawing too many cards. Yep, Witching Well comes back. See, opponent, you were saying good game, and now you're going through the motions and scrying and stuff. Sure, time wipe. I get the Fae of Wishes. Get something with Fae of Wishes. And they have the mana to Fae of Wishes. No, they don't. Okay. So they had us dead there. They just missed it apparently. So not only enough mana to pick Fae of Wishes back up to Fae twice. They could have another Fae in hand. There are probably many ways for our opponent to kill us, but we will see. Yep, there's a 1,000-Year Storm. It's a cool animation. It's not one you can see very often. Oh yeah, they had us dead. And I would like to move on. Good games, opponent. So what, 3-2 here? Yep, 3-2. Spell Swindle. Alright, Yarok Field. There's a variation going around that plays Obosh over these 2 mana spells here. But we have a lot of 2 mana spells in our sideboard right now. So I don't know how I feel about the Obosh variant. And maybe it's worth testing. We will probably try it again, or try it out eventually. But really the core of the list is pretty good. Not so great against these combo-y decks like we just saw. But against a lot of these creature decks and control decks, this list just kind of runs them over. So yeah,